All you hear right now in the copywriting space is 10k a month, 10k a month copywriter, how to get to 10k a month copywriting, and all the kind of stuff. But how easy or hard is it to actually get $10,000 a month with copywriting? Can you get to $10,000 a month? And that's exactly the question I'm gonna try to answer in this new series, Road to 10k a month copywriting. So just for context, I've already hit my $5,000 a month mark a few months back. Then after that, I decided to dedicate more of my time to YouTube, to my students. So now I find myself at around 3.5k a month, which is fine because now I'm gonna try to get all the way up to $10,000. So in this video, I'm gonna show you the exact strategy I'm gonna follow starting today to get there in literally record time. Let's get into it. So obviously I'm not delusional. I don't wanna have unrealistic expectations. So now, first of all, let me show you the general strategy of how I'm thinking to get to 10k a month, and then a more practical strategy on the actual strategy that I'm gonna follow in my day-to-day life. Okay, so let's start with the general strategy. So right now, as I said, I'm sitting on about 3.5k a month with my current clients. If I keep charging the prices I'm charging, it's tough that I'm gonna get there. I obviously need to increase my prices. What do I need to increase my prices? I need actual scarcity. I need actual scarcity of my time. My time needs to become more valuable. When is my time more valuable? When I have more clients. Because the more clients I have, the least time I can dedicate to each client. So if they still want my time, they need to pay me more. So the first goal should be increasing this number by about 2.5k. Like if I can manage to get 2 clients, 1.2k each, is perfect. So let's say we get 2 clients at 1.2k a month each. So a total of 2 times 1.2k. 1.2k a month. If we can do this, that's perfect, because it's reasonable and it's perfect, because with just these, we would be sitting on about 3.5 plus 2.4, 5.5, 5.9. Okay, we would be sitting on about 5.9 k a month. Well, that's terrible. K a month. That's cool. So 2 clients, 5.9k a month. Once I have that, right now I'm charging, let's say, $100 per email or script or copy, whatever. And I want to increase my prices. So let's say I mark my prices up by at least minimum 50%. So already, if we do, it's going to be 50%. Especially on the old ones, because these are the ones I already got results for. Like, you can't do this strategy if you can't get results with your clients. And that's why it's so hard to get to 10k a month if you are not a good copywriter, because in order to increase your prices, you need to get results to people. Otherwise, they're going to say, no, fuck off. Like, I don't want to work with you anymore. Like, increasing your prices, you're not even getting me results. So first thing, obviously, I'm getting results to them, so I already know I can increase my prices today, but I want to wait until I have some more scarcity so that there's actually something to back it up. So let's say I increase my old clients by 50%. Okay, so from these, another 50% of these is going to be, let's say not all of them say yeah, let's say they also start dealing with the price. So let's say I add another 1.5. I think 1.5 would be reasonable. 1.5k a month. Okay? So right now we would be sitting on about, what is it, 1.5? Let's add a 1. It's 6.9, 7.4 $1,000 a month. Cool. Now, how do we get to 10? It's pretty simple, really. These people are going to be like, all right, I increase your prices. Okay, you increase my prices, but I still want to pay a lower price. So we make a simple offer. For every referral that you bring my way, worth more than $500 a month, I'm going to give you a 10% off. So let's say we give a 10% of, let's say, how many referrals can they bring our way? Like these clients, they all have a lot of connections. So I mean, it's reasonable that they get me at least 5 new clients just from the referrals. So like that, yeah, 5 referrals out of these. Let's say out of all of these, actually, out of all of these, we're gonna put plus 5 ref. 5 is maybe a bit too optimistic. Let's say 3 referrals. Now, 3 referrals could be worth also $2,000 a month each. Like, we don't know, but minimum 500. So I think with 3 referrals like these, we could easily jump to 10K a month. Okay? So I think I already got referrals in the past. I know how they work, and it's definitely generally much more than $500 a month. So this is definitely the strategy I'm gonna go for right now. The first step in order to make all of this work is, one, I've already done it, the results for my already current clients. Results for them, I've already got them, so they already like my work. Step number 1, results. Step number 2 is gonna be new clients. I need to find new clients. Okay, and this is gonna be the hardest step for me, definitely. Okay, and I need to add another 2.4K a month in revenue. Okay, so that's all we need to focus on right now. So now that we have a general strategy, a reasonable path to 10K a month, let's get into the actual strategy, the details. Because first of all, you cannot get to a goal if it's not reasonable, if it's not, if you don't have a reasonable way to get there. Now, obviously, this is not going to go perfectly. Like, I'm not going to get 2.4K just like that. Maybe I get 1.5K, you never know. But this, in an ideal world, is the fastest way to $10,000 a month. For me, right now, sitting at 3.5K a month with results for my clients. So that said, let's get into the actual strategy that I'm going to start working on today to get these 2.4K a month. Okay, strategy to add 2.4K a month copywriting. Okay, so first of all, let's start with the targeting. Who am I going to target? Online businesses running ads. Now, why am I targeting these people? Because I already have results with a lot of online businesses, and they all run ads. So if it's a lot revolves around lowering the cost per lead. I lower the cost per lead of a client from like $150 to $50, so it's like a 30x on the revenue, and I'm gonna get a case study for that, so I can leverage that for online businesses. Okay, same time, I have an edge over, like, I don't really have an edge reaching out on Instagram because my Instagram profile doesn't really look that good. So there's no point in me trying to reach out to Alex Hormozy or big influencers because my Instagram, let's be real, it's not that good. I have like 1K followers, something like that. So I would have no edge reaching out on Instagram. At the same time, everybody reaches out on Instagram, so there's literally no edge. Second thing I'm going to do, how am I going to find leads? Using the ad library and Instagram. Now, why do I use the ad library? Because it's the easiest way to find these people that run ads. And why do I use Instagram? I'm going to use it in a different way. I'm not going to look for hashtag business coach like everybody does, but I'm going to really try to find an edge. If there's something that I teach my students is that to make it, you need to have an edge. The more edges you have over the competition, over other copywriters, the easier it's going to be for you to get clients. Now, outreach platform that I'm going to use is going to be email. Why? First of all, my Facebook profile looks like shit and I don't want to fix it. My LinkedIn, okay, I could use LinkedIn sometimes in case, my LinkedIn looks fine. Instagram, as I said, I don't really have an edge on Instagram because other copywriters already reach out on Instagram, so I don't really have an edge doing that. Email, I am a good copywriter. I can craft an email that can get them to answer. Now, how am I going to get there to reply? I'm going to identify a copy-related problem with the lead, with their funnel, with their ads, with anything, and I'm going to offer a solution for free. I'm going to say, hey, I noticed you're having these. Like, I really think that if you fix that, you can lower your cost per lead by a lot. How about I write it for free for you? No commitment, no nothing. I'm going to just send you, I'm just going to do it for free in a couple hours and I'm going to send it over. Is that cool? That is going to be basically the offer I'm going to go with. Why am I not offering a free sample up front? But why am I not writing it? Because this is not that saturated of a niche as personal brands. That's why with personal brands, you have to send out so many free samples because they are just so bombarded all the time by these copywriters that the only edge you can have in the niche is sending out a free sample up front. Okay? So that's why I'm not going to do that, and it's going to save me a lot of time. Also, you're going to see now with daily actions. In my situation, you're at 3.5K a month copywriter. You have clients. I have a coaching business, and I have a YouTube channel. Okay? Where in the world am I going to find the time to write free samples during the day? Like, no, my time is worth money. Every minute I spend not working on my YouTube is a minute I'm wasting money. Like, literally. I'm not at ground zero no more. And that's why, listen, if you're not making $1,000 a month, at least, but even two, don't even learn from this strategy because you're going to get there, but don't try the strategy I'm going to show in this series. This series, as you know, I'm using it. I'm sitting at 3.5K a month. I'm already in a comfortable position. I don't have time to write free samples. Like, this is not the quickest way to get to 1K a month. Let's be clear. Don't try to emulate this if you're not making at least 2 or 3K a month. And if you're not making that, down here in the description you find a way to get there. The 1K highway, how to get to 1K in the least amount of time possible. That is the strategy you need to follow, the 1K highway. You should not be following this strategy. This was a quick disclaimer, because this strategy is tailored to someone like me, who is making already some money and needs to scale to the next level, but doesn't have a lot of time and needs high-paying clients. So, just saying. So, what I'm going to do with the outreach is going to be trying to get my foot in the door. Trying to get my foot in the door with a small project that doesn't really have much commitment. So, for example, I'm going to say, hey, I checked your ad copy. It could be much better, to be honest. How about I write a new one for you in like 15 minutes and I send it over? No commitment, no nothing. I'm just trying to provide some value. Okay? That way, if they say yes, I'm going to send it. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I love this. They're going to try it. They are going to actually make more money, a lower cost per lead or CPM or whatever. And that way, they're going to be like, oh shit, this copywriter actually knows what he's doing. Let me see if he can help me out with this thing. Let me see if he can help me out with that thing. And that is how you get to 1.2K a month. With one client, 2.4 in revenue. You don't get there with the first sample you write. And that's the big mistake that a lot of people do that I'm not going to make. I'm not trying to go for the big retainer on my outreach. No, I'm going to go with the smallest valuable thing that I can do for them, that doesn't take me much time, that gets my foot in the door and shows them that they can trust me, that I can make them money, and then once they have the trust, they're going to move me to a bigger project. That is how it works. That's the fastest way to get a retainer. Boom. Now, what service am I going to offer? As I said, for these online businesses, I'm going to go with ad copy, ad scripts, emails, and funnels. And for the funnels, I'm going to do copy and design. As you can see from the funnel down here of the 1K highway, I also got pretty good at designing these funnels with practice. And so for that reason, if they need also some designing in their funnels, me as a copywriter personally, I don't have any problem doing that. I also have a team. I also have some good editors I can send their way. So if you know, maybe you don't know it, but my philosophy is always the more irreplaceable you are for the client, the more money you're going to make and the longer you're going to stay with them. So if I can take care of all of this for my client, it's perfect. Because in order to find another copywriter that can do all of that, good luck with that. I can do all of that. Okay. So the more things I can do, these are the main services I'm going to offer. I'm going to try to get into, but I could do all of them, and the more I do, the better it is. Now, follow-ups. How am I gonna follow up? Yes, I'm gonna send at least 4 follow-ups. Why? Because they're high-quality leads. They're gonna be actually very hard to find. As I said, I'm sitting at 3.5K a month. I can't waste time sending out 50 DMs a day. I don't have time to send out 50 outreaches a day. Okay, and this is a reasonable scenario for when you are going to get 3 or 4K a month. You don't have time. You have clients. You have results to get to people. You either run ads Or if you outreach, you need to outreach with a very high quality strategy, a very well thought strategy. Or you're just going to waste time, and you don't have time to waste because now you're getting paid. Now every minute you waste is a minute you're not making money. That said, we're going to send 4 follow-ups. Now, I'm going to start with all of this today. So in the next episode, the next week, you're going to see the outreach message, you're going to see the people I reached out to, how many people, the follow-ups, the reply rate, all the rates. I'm going to show you everything. I'm going to be completely transparent. I'm going to do what all these other gurus, because it's not like gurus, it's like all these other people in the copywriting world don't really show you. They say they got to 10K a month, but they ain't showing you how they got there. I'm going to show you how I'm getting there. And I'm going to get there. I can guarantee you that, because if I want to, I'm going to get there. And I'm going to show all of it live. So you're going to see exactly the reply rate, the open rate, what should you expect, and all that kind of stuff. So me, as a very busy person, because as I said, I have my clients, which are, getting results. Now, my clients are making about, overall, more than $500,000 a month in revenue. And I take care of most of their ads, scripts, copy, and all that kind of stuff. So there's definitely a lot on the table. There's definitely a lot for me on the table right now. So I need to definitely invest those hours a day into my clients. Now I have my coaching business, which obviously, compared to what other copywriters do, I'm not going to include in my monthly revenue. It's obvious. Like people tell you, oh yeah, I'm making $100,000 a month as a copywriter. I just bought a Ferrari. Yeah, but you ain't making that writing copy, bruv. So that's why this is also a real series, because I'm not going to include my coaching. That's a business on the side. I'm a copywriter, first of all. I generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for my clients. That is what I do. So now let's try to get out of those hundreds of thousands of dollars that I generate, let's try to get more and get to 10K a month for us, and try to get to 10K a month. So what are my daily actions as someone who's very busy, who has copywriting clients making over $500,000 a month, so like 5 million a year, who has a coaching business now going towards the 6 figures a year, and also has a YouTube channel, which takes a lot of time, mental time for sure. Okay, I always think about this, but what am I gonna do on a daily basis? Because this is the question you need to ask yourself every time you have a strategy. What am I going to do today, tomorrow, the day after? It's not about the results, it's about the actions you're going to do to get there. So what's my plan? Find 5 high quality leads a day, reach out to 5 leads a day, and follow up with the past leads every single day. I mean, with the ones that have to be followed up with. Now, as you can see, 5 a day is nothing. You right now, as someone with no clients, have such a big edge, or no business, and such a big edge over me in the outreach world, because I don't have time to send out that many outreaches. And it's going to take me about 20 minutes to find one of these high quality leads like I want them to be. It's going to take me about 20 minutes of research. So for me, already 20 minutes times 5 is almost 2 hours. I cannot afford to put over 2 hours of my day into this, because I also need to keep my businesses. Okay? So this is going to be my daily actions. I'm going to track everything in a CRM. I'm going to show you everything next week in the next episode of the series. But I am, to be honest, very excited. I think we can genuinely get with this strategy to these 2.4K a month. And this is going to be stage 1. Okay? I'm going to obviously document the entire journey. This is stage 1, trying to get these new 2 clients. Okay, not more than 2, because I don't have time to even talk to 4. Like, I don't want 4 $500 a month clients. Let's be real. I don't want that, because it's too much time consuming for me to even stay up with all of that. I'd rather have 1 client at 2.4K a month, obviously. Okay, so this is going to be stage 1. Now, stage 2 is going to be getting price increase. Stage 2, price increase. And I think we can do that by the end of this month. This is going to be by the end of May. This is going to be my goal. And then we have stage 2, increasing money. Stage 3 is going to be getting the referrals. Okay? As I said, do not try to emulate these if you're making less than $1,000 a month, or you don't have a track record, you're not getting the results for your clients already. it's suicide, literally. Like, you're just wasting your time. So if you are not making $1,000 a month yet, and you want to get there, maybe even two, down here you find the 1K highway, my path, proven path to 1K a month. If you don't know, I went back down to zero and back up to 1K a month about 5 or 6 times over the past year and a half, because, you know, that's how the copywriting world treats you sometimes. So I know how to get to 1K a month, and I show everything inside the program. So yeah, just check it out. If you enjoyed the video, if you are excited about this series, share it with a friend, like it, comment, subscribe. Everything you can do really helps me. If you want to find other copywriters on your same journey, link down here for the free Discord, where, you know, you can do all the kind of stuff that you can do on Discord. And that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.